name is Anne, and welcome to a Tobyknits Vlogmas Day 23. Yes, I'm still here. We still have power. If you've been watching along, you know this weekend we're meant to get this giant storm that's going to bring us freezing rain, blizzards, flash freezes, rain, all kinds of, all in like 2 days, 3 days, and 30 centimeters of snow. So last night, my hubby went to work and it started to snow about 8 o'clock. Very light dusting, really. It's not really what I would call snow. Very, very light dusting of snow, maybe an inch, if that, which is like nothing to us. And then it sort of stopped and it was fine. And then just before I went to bed at 11, I heard the rain start and I thought, oh no. Anyway, I was going to wait up for my husband, but I couldn't, I was too tired because he works till 1:30 in the morning. So, you know, I'm not as young as I used to be anymore. Anyway, I kind of woke up at 5, and I reached over and I felt his body. Then I thought, okay, he's here. It's fine. I can go back to sleep. So, yeah. Anyway, he told me that it took him, it's normally a 17-minute drive from his work to our house, because he works in the town next to us and we're out in the country and in a little village. And he said it took him 35 minutes. It was very mushy and slushy, and he was just worried about the ice. But it was, you know, when you've got that little tiny bit of snow and then it rains, it just becomes like soupy, messy kind of, you know. Anyway, so this morning I got up and it was raining. It has now stopped raining, so he's gone out to see if he can get the mush on our driveway off, because with his shovel, because if that flash freezes today, it'll just be a skating rink. I mean, it's going to be a skating rink anyway, but when it's all lumpy bumpy because of the mush, then that's even worse. So anyway, that's what he's doing right now. I've got laundry going. You might hear that in a minute. And because I'm convinced we're going to lose power and it'll be a couple of days. So I'm going to make sure I got plenty of clean, warm clothes. My socks are all soaking upstairs for their 20-minute bath. So, and I'll get them all down here drying. So yeah, so let's open some Advents. And this is my mixtape minis I've been collecting all year from Ellie of Craft House Magic. Yeah, I still have my cold. Davina, I have got my vitamin C's now, and I am taking them. I'm taking them twice a day. They're really yummy, actually. They're these chewable orange vitamin C's, and they're very tangy. I kind of like them. So yeah, I mean, I sound like I've got my cold still, but I don't feel like I have a cold. So does that make sense? Yeah, no problem. So day 23 is... oh, that's a lovely color. Oh, I love that. So if you don't know what I've been up to with my minis, I have been putting the first 10 to 12 that I pulled from the bag into my Soundwave cowl that Ellie designed for this year's Advents. I showed it yesterday, and I haven't done any more on it since yesterday, so you can always check out yesterday's two-parter. I think it's in part 2. So this is today's, and the other 12, I bought the Knit Vent booklet that comes out every year from Helen Stewart, and she's got 6 or 7 projects in it. A cowl, a wrap, a blanket, mittens, a hat. I've already made the hat. And what's the other thing? Socks. So I'm going to decide which of those Knit Vent projects I'm going to start in the new year with those minis. So this one is called I Ran So Far Away from Flock of Seagulls. That one I know, and I loved this song and used to play it tons of times. So that was awesome. And this mini is from her June 2022, because the other thing I'm doing with the leftover, because there's always a little bit left over, I'm putting them in my triangulum blanket, which was her Ellie's last year's Advent, and the Midas Square blanket, and I'm putting them in the months that they came in. So I have to find them all and put them all back in the month order afterwards. This is day 23 of the Water Girl Quilt Co. from Prescott, Ontario, and this is a quilting, there's like a pen, a quilting advent. So we have got, oh, it is a pen, and it, oh, I love these. Oh my goodness, I love this. This is a friction erasable. Oh my goodness, how does that work? I can't even get it off. Oh, it comes off here. Well, I can't even get it off. I'm guessing that's the erasable part. I don't even know how this comes off. Does it twist up? It pulls off. So it is a red, and then if you've got it messed up and you didn't put it in the right place, you can erase it before you start using it. Oh, I love this! This is super clever. I love friction pens, they're great. So basically they're to use to draw lines or little marks where you want to stop sewing, and they typically rub off with the iron, with heat. But if you have drawn your line and then realized it's wonky, then you can erase it. I like that idea. So that's awesome. Okay, so today I will try to keep you updated on the weather on my Facebook group. If you're not a member of the Facebook group, go join it. It's Tobyknits and Friends. You have to ask to be admitted. So as long as you're not a bot or a weirdo. Define weirdo, Anne. A spammer. Then I will let you in. And we are a nice little group of ladies so far who share our projects, what we've been working on, have a few discussions, and I will be doing a lot more lives on the group in the new year, and some tutorials and stuff like that, which might end up on YouTube, but for the most part we'll be starting them on the Facebook group. So go and join. And I am going to show you the little star that I made and how I made it. So let's go over to the craft table. Okay, so to make this adorable little star, you're going to need 3 pieces of fabric that are 3 inches by 10 inches long. 1, 2, 3. You're going to need some scissors. You're going to need some cotton thread and a needle, a button that coordinates, or you can just pick like a gold one or a silver. I don't have any gold or silver, which would make it very festive. So I'm just using a green button. You need some twine, depending on the type. I'm going to use the white twine for this one. You need some Elmer's glue, which is a multi-purpose glue. And I just use this, a pointy stick, so that when I turn the corners, then I can get it in there. So this is what we need. So let's get started on our star. So what you're going to do, and you're going to do the same thing for all 3 of these pieces, is you're going to turn it over. And you can use an iron, or you can use a roller. This is a roller that I have, a hand roller, or an iron. And what you're basically going to do, make sure I got that in shot. Yep. Is you're going to take this and fold it over to this corner. And then you would press that part there, or roll it like that. I'm actually going to use my iron and show you, because it's easier. So you're just going to give that a press. When I was in Nova Scotia, I made one of these for Sean and Megan and showed Megan how to make it. Oh, so now you're gonna, once you've got to this part, you're just gonna lift this over and line up the corners here, the edges there, and then press that. When I was in Nova Scotia and I was making them, they didn't have an iron. And I was like, oh, and of course she didn't have one of these because she's not really into sewing just yet or quilting. So I used a rolling pin and it worked. So now we've got that. Now we're going to fold this corner over here to meet that corner. And you're just going to do this all the way up. Get a nice crease there on that line. And now we're going to fold it up again to line up those and give that a nice press. And then finally we're going to flip this over so these sides are together. It's still not doing anything except raining out there right now. They're saying this afternoon is when it's gonna turn to snow and blizzards and flash freezes, so we'll see. So now this is what you're left with. And we're going to fold that in there, but it's too big to fold in. So you're gonna take your scissors and just cut off a little bit and then bring it down to the corner like that. You see that? You're straight and then down to this corner. Then you're gonna get your Elmer's glue and you're gonna just glue on there. And this is where I use my pointy thing because we're gonna stick it in, I'll just put a bit more glue there. We're gonna stick it inside. And I find it easier to use this to just poke it in like that. And then I'm just going to stick a little bit more glue on this side so that I can then flatten that down. And that's all nice and in there. So now you have a triangle like that. And then sometimes you'll have bits, just cut them off. Just cut off the little loosey-goosies. And you're going to do that for both of these. So you will end up then with 3. One needs a trim. 3 little pieces like that. Now, this is where the fun starts. So you're going to take one of them, just decide which side you want to use the best, and you're going to lay it down on your mat like that with a point at the top. So it's almost like, what is that? Anyway, whatever degree angle that is, it's like that. Then you're going to take your second piece and you're going to lay that across like this, and this is where you want to just lay it down and make sure it's the way you want it to be. So again, you can see I've moved this one up a little bit to make my star at the top, point at the top, and I've laid this one across, so you can see these are going to be the 2 pieces there, and it doesn't line up. It's not like I've lined it up like that in the corner. No, I've lined it up here, so it's about 1 inch, 3/4 of an inch away from the edge. So there's that one, and then this one is going to come along and it is going to go with the point going this way now and lined up to the top like that. Isn't that gorgeous? So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some cotton thread and I am going to sew on my button as she tries to thread her needle. Don't you hate needle threading? I do. As my eyes have got wonkier as I got older, it's harder to see. And oh, I need to get a different color button. Don't you love my little button? Container. Let's see what color button. Oh, maybe the gray. Oh, I just moved that. Maybe the gray. No, I think I'll do the gray. So now that we've got hold of them like this, you're just going to come up through all three. And I usually find it easier to do that because you're going through a lot of fabric here. I have a knot in the back. And at the moment, I don't care how I go back and forth. I just want to join them all together. Like that. Just do a little X or something. Oh, that's way too far. There. Like that, so that they are all together. And now, you can actually, once you've done that, if you want, you can just glue the button on. But I think it looks nicer sewn on. So I will come up there, thread my button on, and go back. Ow! It is quite hard to get it through. There we go. Now, trying to find the other part of it. Where is it? It is quite hard to get it through all the thicknesses and through the, come on. Oh, it takes a lot of energy. Why will it not come out? There we go. And then into there. And that'll do. Like that. And then I'm just going to fasten that off behind. Like that. So there's that. So cute. And then we need to get, and I'm going to use white for this one, a piece of this. Doesn't matter what length, just cut it off. And then I'm going to put a knot. Trim that off. And then this I'm going to put in between. And we'll stick a little bit of glue to just give it that little bit of extra hold. And then I'm just gonna, and my needle came undone. Put another little knot in the bottom here. Pinch this, and I'm just gonna whip stitch around the edge to keep these two together. It's very easy, quite fast. And there you go. There's your little star. I hope you liked this little video and have a great day. So I hope you liked that little tutorial on how to make the fabric stars. Aren't they cute? One last thing before I go is yesterday's video in the part 2. There was another giveaway, and that was for my pumpkin Happy Halloween cross-stitch design that I did in October for our retreat. And although I had a few comments on the video, I only had one person that actually used the word pumpkin, and that was Soxy Nana Alice. So you are the winner. So I need you to email me. I will leave my email address below in the description. So email me, and I will send you that PDF. Okay. Well, I'm going to now have a cup of tea and a sit down and get cozy while we wait for this big nasty storm to come. So have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. All being well. And it's the last day tomorrow. Ah! Okay, bye.